So, here we are, map number 2 of this best of 3. It's the WCS EU qualifier number 2 for season 2. And in the lower left position of Frost, we have the purple Terran player. Representing Millennium, it is DieStar. And to the top left, his opponent, the green Terran. Representing New Breed, it's Ascending. Ascending, battling it out pretty hardcore now because being a game down in this single elimination bracket, if he loses it, he's out. Has to try and qualify tomorrow in the third qualifier, or potentially in the wildcard qualifier on Thursday if he does have those 200 ladder wins in Season 1 and 2. Not too much though to say from these two. They're just chilling out, having a nice time. DieStar, he is mixing things up though. Not going to go for the Reaper this game. We see the Refinery did come down first, and so a bit more of a tech heavy play out of DieStar, which is very important because it means that his economy is going to be hurt a bit more, and it is a quite substantial mix up from game number 1. You're probably sitting there and going, well, Madals, he got a gas and a barracks game number 1. It can't make that much difference having the Refinery before the barracks. And no, to be fair, it doesn't, but it's what follows on from that. Rather than the Reapers coming out, you're going to be adding in a factory, so that's more tech, more minerals. You've got 2 production facilities then. Probably then see a starport as well, and that makes taking a natural a lot harder at the same kind of pace. So what DieStar's doing, map number 2, is sacrificing a bit of his early game economy to try and get a more aggressive force early on. However, Ascending, he's going for quite an interesting strategy at the moment. Adding in the Refinery now. So that's after the barracks. And he's getting a fair few Marines out. Potentially nervous about some kind of ultra aggressive play starting off. Maybe himself just looking to get some more damage down. DieStar, unfortunately, not going to get the first scout or the second scout. But he will be able to work out his opponent is top left. What he won't be able to work out though is that, hey, what's my opponent doing? But that's not a huge problem. Unfortunately, what is a bit more of a problem is this SCV in his base that's seen the factory. Because now Ascending knows what DieStar is doing. And when you're going for this aggressive, harassment-heavy play, the element of surprise can be important. Sure, exactly what's coming isn't yet seen. All that's known is, okay, there's a factory. You can assume a couple of different options, but things like if there's Banshee coming, if there's Hellions coming, if there's going to be just some mines or something like that, which is less common. They're all options, but to be honest, they're all dealt with pretty similar, which is just by pumping out a good number of Marines early on and just holding nice and close. So, where do we go from here? A lot of it is going to come down to what Ascending manages with this early pressure. Note that there's no Hellions. He's floated the factory off the tech lab, going to be switching the starport over to it, and as a result, we're going to get Banshee with Cloak. This is hitting substantially earlier than we saw the Banshees in game number 1, because he didn't get any of the Hellions out or anything like that. So it's a much quicker play. The important thing is that the detection is going to play a crucial role. Obviously, we're going to see scans, most likely, unless there's a weird timing of a missile turret, which I don't expect there will be because there's no way to get in there. The scan could either come down and scout that the Banshee's coming, in which case then missile turrets would get started. Alternatively, if there's no turrets, then you need the scan for the detection. The trouble with scans is, on Frost, if you position the Banshee nicely, so you're like attacking around here, you can actually back out away from the scan very, very easily. It's only if you get bang in the middle. However, nice position here of that engineering bay means that upgrades obviously available to Ascending, but more importantly, he's going to be able to get missile turrets down, which he may just do. It's something which isn't necessarily a bad move, especially things like just getting a missile turret down in case in lower leagues is never a bad decision, because generally speaking, potentially saving your life is a lot better. But missile turrets now coming down, as of course the Banshee has been seen. The missile turret constructing, or the SCV constructing the missile turret, going to get focused, but more all getting to work on that. The natural base going to be a little bit easier to start taking down. A few Marines getting prioritized, and now a lot more SCVs getting picked off. A couple of Hellions trying to poke through, but a Banshee and Hellions of DieStar going to be able to stop that. Missile turret now taken down. There is enough energy for scans, but what there isn't is enough Marines to actually deal with it. So the Viking that's coming out now, very important. Focusing down that add-on, the reactor, getting killed. Meanwhile, ascending, he's going for the counterattack. The 2 Hellion, 4 Marine drop. Decent amount to defend here. Scan being used to try and grant vision of that Banshee, but he snipes off the reactor and gets away completely safely. Quick little drop goes down, but still, 3 workers killed compared to 7 that DieStar's managed to pick off. That gives DieStar a 3 SCV advantage, despite the much later natural base. And he's still got the Banshee here. The Banshee's still like, yep, gonna start working this away. Another scan being used, which is always good. The Banshee won't die before it takes out that tech lab. And taking out the tech lab is the important part. It actually doesn't die before the scan. 3 scans needed to kill that 1 Banshee. However, ascending, getting a bit more counter pressure in, able to kill a few more SCVs there. 10 compared to the 7 that DieStar's done. So again, ascending takes the SCV lead. But losing the tech lab is a big problem for him. It prevents him making any more Ravens. It prevents him making Banshee. That's just annoying, because it limits your options. And once your options are limited, it makes it a lot easier for your opponent to deduce what kind of build and what play you're going to be making. But the play coming through at the moment from DieStar is looking, again, to be very active on the map with those Hellions. But again, he's contending with a siege tank. Siege tanks, very good against this kind of ground-based army. Going to be able to smash it out nice and fast, but there's a lot of stuff here for DieStar. He's up by about 11 supply, which is about 150% of what Ascending currently has. Moving forward, a couple of auto turrets going to be used. Bit of extra damage, but it's the Banshee focusing the tank that's going to be important. DieStar getting a huge amount of damage down onto these SCVs that are attempting to repair the bunker. Ascending, landing his Vikings, trying to get more through, but down the bunker falls. This is looking mighty good now for DieStar, who takes out a lot of SCVs. GG, good luck called. And that sees DieStar advance 2-0 over Ascending in this WCS qualifier.